As soon as I finish, I get phone calls. The police have been in touch and all this type of things. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I said to my wife, I said, you know, how is everything? She said, oh, Michael, the police have been on the phone. I'm like, what do you mean? Anyway, long story short, my daughter had a gathering of friends at the house. Not a party. It wasn't. It was like 2 or 3 of her friends. And then some other kids showed up, and then some older kids showed up, you know, and they all came into the house. And they were trying to get rid of them and stuff. And
how much older?
Like 18-year-olds.
Whoa.
Some 18-year-old boys showed up, and like they didn't want them in the house, and they got rid of them apparently, and they left. But then a short while later on Snapchat, these guys are showing all the stuff that they've robbed from the house. So I mean, I'm not going to use any names, obviously, but stole all my watches. Rebecca's jewelry.
All of your expensive watches that you get for free as gifts?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
My Rolexes, my Cartiers, my Hublots. I have a very nice watch collection. They all got stolen. Rebecca's purses, jewelry, things like that all got taken.
No.
Shoes, Gucci handbags.
Mike.
Just stole a lot of my shoes, for crying out loud. Go on.
Yeah, you really. I was gonna cut you off a second before, and you wouldn't have sounded like a queer. Listen, you. First of all, who the fuck has the balls to rob a UFC fighter? That's crazy.
Hold on, let me finish the story. I haven't even got started, right?
Yeah, sorry.
So I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I called my daughter. I'm like, what's been going on? And she said, well, listen, we had a couple of friends over, and then some friends told some other friends. It's like that movie. What's that movie called? God, when they throw a party and then like tons of people, and then they end up trashing a guy's car and stuff. Anyway, whatever, you haven't seen it. It's actually a very fun movie. What?
Project X.
Project X, that's it, yeah. It was nothing like Project X. Literally, there was a small handful of people. But some little shit showed up, actually, who's a thief, obviously. And anyway, he takes all this stuff, and they disappear. And apparently, like, some of my daughter's friends confronted him, and they got some of the stuff back. And I'm on the phone, and I'm driving back from Vegas, and I'm a little pissed off, obviously, because a lot of stuff is still unaccounted for. And I'm like, well, get me this kid's number. So I get his number, and I call him up, and he won't pick up the phone. So then I send him a message back, and I said, look, listen, unless you want to, you know, go to jail, unless you want to deal with the police, I suggest you pick up the phone. You were man enough to come into my house and take my belongings. Be man enough to speak to me one-on-one. Give me my shit back. And I just wanted to speak to the guy, Lewis. Believe it or not, I wanted to give him some advice. Wanted to let him know, listen, buddy, what are you doing? Get your shit together. You're going in people's houses and stealing things. Apparently, he comes from an affluent family as well, so he has no need. It's not like he's totally broke and comes from a really poor family, anything like that. But I wanted to speak to him and give him some advice. So I sent him a message. And then eventually, 10 minutes later, whatever, I'm driving, I get a phone call from somebody that is pretending to be his attorney. Okay, and he's like, yeah, I'm his attorney. I'm like, well, what's your name? He's like, well, my name's not important. I'm okay, oh, all right, well, where's your offices? And he's like, well, we don't have any offices. I'm like, okay, you're not an attorney, okay? I know you're not. You're like his friend, and you're just trying to deal with this, you little fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then this guy's getting aggressive with me on the phone, telling me how it is. Listen, here's what's going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa. Who the fuck are you talking to, you little shit? You've been in my house. You've robbed all my stuff. Give me my stuff back, right? Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. I'm going to be forced to have to go to the police. I don't want to do that.
You haven't gone to the police yet at this point.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin a young kid's life. That made a stupid decision. Said, just get me my shit back. And he's like, well, hold on. What's missing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm driving back from Las Vegas. I have no idea what's missing until I get home, you dumb fuck. And he's like, whoa. Don't call me a dumb fuck. I said, well, you are clearly a dumb fuck. I said, you're pretending to be a lawyer, but you won't give me a name or an office or anything, so you're a dumb fuck. And anyway, he started getting his back up. So I said, from now on, I'm just going to call you dumb fuck. Okay, dumb fuck? And anytime he said anything, I just kept calling him dumb fuck. And it was really pissing him off. And in the end, he starts screaming at me, we've been recording this entire conversation. I'm like, yeah, I know you have been, or I suspected you had been. You're trying to get me to threaten you or something so that you can then use that over me. I said, I haven't said anything. I've just called you a dumb fuck. And then he hangs up the phone. And then 5 minutes later, I get a call from the guy that actually did it, who did the thieving. And he's like, yeah, You're talking to the main man. I know. I'm like, what? I'm talking to the main man. You mean I'm talking to the thieving little shit? And anyway, then he hangs up the phone. And then since then, there's been no further dialogue. And my wife and some of the people that we know, they're like, you've got to go to the police. You've got to go to the police. And we got a voicemail from a cop saying, you know, we've actually got him here arrested on something else. Apparently stole a car that night as well. Do you want to press charges? And I don't want to press charges. My wife is going crazy.
Mike.
Everyone I know is telling me I need to press charges. What would you do, Lewis? My wife's looking at me saying, what are you doing? Babe, I haven't said any names. No names.
I would.
No names.
First of all, I would be saying his fucking name. First thing I'd be doing is telling you his name, his address, where he lives, his family members. Then not only would I press charges, I would say that he did more things. I would say that he raped my dog. I would say that he came in and he violently assaulted.
Bestiality.
Yeah, he was a fucking bestiality.
What are you gonna do?
What?
Bring raping of dogs into, you know, a traumatic story.
So don't.
Enlightening. You're mocking the situation.
I'm not mocking the situation. You asked me what I would do.
Bringing beastie. Why have you got to rape Dito or Alfie or Harry? Poor Harry.
Dito's dead. Don't bring it up.
Harry's only got one eye, but yet now you want him raped.
Look, Harry.
Now is it?
Harry
Jesus Christ, Lewis, have a bit of respect for Harry.
Harry can use the attention, to be honest with you. I see that dog just sits in the corner.
Bring Harry here. Bring Harry. Look into the eyes of Harry. Rebecca. let's get Harry in here and ask him.
Bisping's one-eyed dog, Harry.
Bring Harry. I'm texting now. She's not. I've got a message from her.
She's furious that you're talking about it. Why are you protecting this kid?
The reason I'm talking about it because I'd like to hear. What do I do? Do I press charges? Because I know in America you guys don't mess around. Hold on. Give me Harry. Lewis, look at this face. Look at this face. He's very traumatized by the whole thing. You know, look at him, poor guy.
Please don't rape me anymore. It's been so traumatic, it hurts.
Look, he's got one eye, he's been raped. You know, it's not good, Lewis. You're making fun of the whole situation. Poor old Harry. It's okay, buddy. I got you back.
To be honest with you, I can never...
his counseling session.
I can never look at Harry the same again. I don't know. It's weird. There's a disconnect now.
Oh, my God. Excuse me, that was gross. So anyway.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Lewis, what would you do? Would you press charges against the kid? Now, bearing in mind, I got most things back. I haven't had everything back. I'm still waiting on some items, and now apparently...
You did get most of it back. How did he get it back to you?
Some good kids that knew about it went and found him and got the shit back, put him under pressure, and, you know, kind of gave him a hard time, and we got it all back. But things are still... See, the thing is... If I took random things from your house, you wouldn't know what was missing, would you?
Well, yeah, I'm poor, so if you take one thing...
No, but like yesterday, like they found a pair of shoes hidden under a car and stuff like that. So it's a bit weird. Things are still coming out in dribs and drabs, but there's still a few things missing. I don't want to go into too many details, but would you press charges, Lewis? Because
100%.
Would you really?
100%. I swear to God, I would.
Have you never made mistakes in your life?
I did, and to be honest with you, the chances there's like a contract there, right? Where I used to rob the mall all the time when I was 18 years old. We used to just steal shit from the mall like it was nothing. And if I got caught and I got arrested, you know, that was the path that I chose, and there has to be consequences. And when you this isn't a fucking good kid. It's not like it's a good kid who's hanging out with some fucking bad kids and made a bad decision, right? This is a kid who is robbing you, then calling you and mocking you about it, laughing at you with his friend, recording you. He's like, listen to his shitty accent, everyone, at a party making fun of you while he's wearing your watch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, but the thing is, he's a kid. And like, I made a few mistakes when I was a kid. You know, and unfortunately, I didn't have to pay for every single one of them. Some things you managed to get away with, or I'm just trying to listen. There's not much harm done here. I've got most things back. Probably one or two things are still missing. Well, I know one or two things are still missing.
What's missing?
Rebecca's bracelets and some shoes and whatnot. I had some Gucci boots that Rebecca bought.
Dude,
me,
you cannot get over these shoes. He has mentioned the shoes.
You're asking me what things. I'm telling you what things.
And you've listed shoes 7 times.
Doggy. Okay, well, because that's what's missing still. Doggy, blue dog. Listen, so the fucking shoes. No, I'm joking. I don't want to ruin his life. I mean, because let's assume I press charges. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the charge would be, but I'm, on top of the other thing that he apparently did, he might be looking at some time, and I don't want to ruin a kid's life for one night of madness. Maybe he was drunk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was drunk or he was high or whatever.
That's not good either. He's underage.
I know I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate and give this piece of shit a break. Because maybe he needs it. Maybe he doesn't need it. Everyone I speak to said, "No, this kid needs to learn a lesson. You need to press charges." But I don't, like my wife's saying that, and she's kind of pissed at the whole situation. She's like, "No, screw this kid." And I'm like, but what good is that going to do us? Does it do us any good to know that some poor kid is having his life ruined and going to spend time in prison maybe and all the rest of it? Does that do us any good? Does that help us in the long run?
Well, I'm looking this up. If you want a little information as to what would happen. This is the Penal Code Section 286.5. It makes it a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail for a person to sexually assault an animal in the state of California. 6 months. This guy's a monster and he should be stopped. Harry agrees with me. I don't know why you're not protecting your animals, Michael Bisping. That's what I want to know. Whose side are you on?
Harry, what do you say?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's into it. Harry's all for it. Anyway, so that's what I came home to after a nice weekend in Vegas, working the 226 International Fight Week event, and that's a segue out of this section. If you didn't realize,
wow.
Lewis,
That was amazing.